Hi, how are you? Welcome to Thursday. We're live now on our Facebook, YouTube, and Secret Sewing Club. So if you're joining Secret Sewing Club expecting to see Sarah, I'm the other Sarah. I'm Sarah Jane. I am 1/3 of White Gecko. And welcome. You don't often see me. I'm usually the one cutting and everything, but we try and give her a day off occasionally. We do exploit her very much, but we try and give her a day off occasionally. So, what are we doing today? It is day 4. Yeah, day 4. I'm sure I've just written 4. Um, welcome to the slightly forgetful one. Right, so day 4 of 12 Days of Christmas. We have hiya Ali, hiya Anne and Catherine. Hi Catherine. We are doing 12 Days of Christmas. So we are giving you a different special offer every day normally between 1 and 1. Yesterday you got until 7 and today you only get until 1. But yesterday's was charm packs, today's mini charms. So you get 15% off mini charms and a free pattern today until 1 o'clock tomorrow when it's what's in the shop. So it's not what's in the box because it's cardboard day today. So we get rid of all the cardboard today. So we've opened all the boxes. Right. We're going to start with the Advent. See, we're just totally giving it away everywhere. So apparently I've got a special button. Try not to burn myself. Let's go to here and a drum. I love it. So, buttons. Right. So there's the envelope, and here's the tickets. So we are going to. I should really have waited for the drum roll, shouldn't I? So if I go like this, and then go. Wow. So that one is a green one. It's 361 and it is Joyce Deary. So what has our Joyce won today? So I'm not going to press the buttons because I was never any good at Space Invaders. Far too many things going on. Joyce Deary has won the £20 voucher. So I'm sure she'll be on the phone this afternoon. Well done, Joyce. Okay, so Joyce has won £20 voucher. Right, so what are we doing? We're giving 15% off mini charms today. So who am I saying hello to? I'm saying hello to, I've said, hiya Betty, you're a new name for me, and Eileen and Claire. How are you doing, Claire? I am thinking of you. Right. That sounded very throwaway, but I am thinking of you. And hiya Eileen, how are you? 2 Eileens in today. Right. Put your thoughts in together, Sarah. Right, we are going to number 3. We're doing a fabric journal cover. Right, now this first was made with my scraps. Okay, so it's very easy to make with scraps because your biggest piece, according to this, is 18 by 9.5. I actually did it 9 by 9.5 today because of the pattern of fabric I was using. So I have read through the pattern, but that doesn't actually mean anything. We're using mini charms for the front cover. So this would go on, this actually fits an A5 notebook. You can see I've got, I was doing a temperature blanket. So these are my temperatures. It was about 3 years ago, but yeah, there you go. So what do we need for these? What do I need for these? So I have already sewn all my mini fat quarters, my mini charms together. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's 35 of them I've used. You could use the remaining ones, whatever that is from 42, on your pockets and things. Okay, so you could use those. I have also cut a 14 by 9.5 lining fabric. This is using washi, which is a Ruby Star. We have a couple of these in stock. They're the ones that use the salvages. Okay, so this one is my back pocket. In the pattern, it tells you to cut 18, and then you concertina it to make more than one pocket. But we're just going with one pocket, and that is going to go there. I'm hoping, have I folded it right? Like, there we go. So we're going to put that one there. Okay, and I am going to just pin that in place. So that one is 9.5. I'm 9.5 by 14. This one is 9.5 by 9. Okay, and that's my back pocket. It's real easy, this, really easy. I have cut 3 pockets here, 2 pockets. So this one is 18. No, that's that one. Where's my pockets? Tall inside flap pocket is this one. This is 4.5 by 9.5, and I've cut 2 of those. Okay, this will become apparent in a minute. This one here is this one is 4.5 by 12.5. So it's 4.5 by 12.5, and then I folded this in half horizontally. Okay, I do things like this because it means that I don't have to line it, and so I'm just going to top stitch along the top of this pocket, and then I have got a small pocket which is 4.5 by 8.5. So it's 4.5 by 8.5. So I've cut that so that my pocket says turn your face to the sun. This is all salvages. So we're going to go and top stitch the 3 pockety bits first. I'm trying to bring my head into focus. So hiya Jean and Liz, how you doing? Hiya Nikki, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday. And Helen, Claire Norman, Angela, how are you, Angela? Marlene Shaw, lovely to see you all. Right, Sarah has primed this for me. So we've just put in a top stitch. Okay, top stitch on top of the pocket. I've lost my needle. That one, wasn't it? It's all come unthreaded. I'm having awful trouble with threaded needles these days. Right, go on in there like that. I know there is an automatic threader, but I've got to work that one out. Right, so that should go around the back of there. In case you're new to me, this is a different machine to the one I've got at home. So it's always hit and miss as to whether I'm going to press the right button. Okay, so top stitch on that pocket. I've just picked a point on my foot and using that as my guide. You don't need a 1/4 inch foot for this pattern. You can use edge of foot, or just guess it, really. There you go. So we've top stitched all 3 pockets now. There we are. So a nice bit of chain chain thingying there. And hi Lorraine, how are you? Right, so which one did I want? I wanted that one, like that, and we were going to pin that in place, weren't we? Just so that I know where it is and I don't lose it. Right, this one, we're going to take the back piece, and we're going to lay this so that it's, let me put that over there so you're not getting confused. We're going to lay this by there so it levels up with the edges. Okay, and then we're going to put the other pocket on top like that, and then this piece here is the same as that, doesn't have to be. We're going to lay that on top, and we're just going to sew down this right hand side, which will enclose, and then we'll flip it back, but it encloses all of those raw edges on that side so that we don't have to create the pocket separately. Right, so, oh my god, look at that pin. That pin's no good to man nor beast. Have that back. I'm going to put that in there. I don't know what she's been doing with her pins. They look like a lightning bolt. So we are going to pin this here like that. Keep those pockets in place so that they're not moving. And I'm going to pin the top as well. And I'm just going to sew down this edge here. Okay. Hi, Sophie. Enjoy the shortcut methods. Much nicer to have fully lined pockets. Yeah, it doesn't take that much more. It's come undone again. What am I doing? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing to this machine. Right, that's gone in there. So we're going to go like this. I'm all for shortcuts. I find all sorts of things that if I did it like this, it takes away a couple of steps. You know, one of the things we say is white gecko doesn't do hard. We like easy. Okay, I'm the right way around again now. Okay, here we go. I keep going to. Let me have it back. Give it back. How do you put the foot up? You put the needle up? No, needle down. There you go. I swear this machine doesn't like me. My machine will do. I've got a brother, and my machine does everything I ask it to. This one does everything that Sarah asks it to. And I swear it doesn't like me. Right, here we go. Sarah sewed over a pin. Well, as long as it's not just me. I've got Eileen. Oh, I see. Oh, there we go. There we are. I'm learning all the time with these things. Right, I've done quite a small hem there. But it should be enough. We can always top stitch it as well. And I'll stick those in there. I can find them. So we're just going to fold this out, and I'm going to iron it like that. And then fold it over. If I can get it to do that. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. There we go. So just iron that in place like that. There we go. So I've now got my pockets like that. So we're now going to bring back our back. Now I've got all this interfacing that I've cut and I haven't put in anywhere. They're in the if you read the pattern will tell you where to put your interface in. Okay, I've not interfaced it. Oh, and I've done that upside down. Look at that. It was supposed to do that one. What if I no, that's no good. Oh well, there you go. See, talking and doing. I'm not very good at talking and doing. I can listen and do, but talking and do is not my forte. Okay, so we're just going to line that pocket up there like that. And this is all upside down. Never mind. So we're going to put a pin in there. I'm going to put a pin in there and a pin there just to hold it all in place. I've put the pin pretty much inside. Okay, that means that it's not within any of my seam allowances. Okay, I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to pin there and here. Now it's more robust if you remember to put the interfacing on. Okay, I did put the interfacing on this bit, but I forgot to put it on the rest of it. But it does say in the pattern. Now this one we are now going to put on top. Okay, now this is bigger, so I'm actually going to turn this round so that I can position this so that I'm pretty much where I want it rather than where I couldn't see with this one. So here we go again. We're going to just pin it down so that I can take it back to the machine. Now we're going to sew all the way around, leaving a gap somewhere. We're going to leave the gap here where we have no pockets and we haven't got to worry about it. So I'm going to just draw a gap there like that. Okay, so that we can bring our pockets through. Yeah, turn it in the right way, and we're going to go all the way around. See, it is easy. It is easy, and it's even better if you read the pattern and remember the pattern and keep an eye on everything. Right, so there's my mark. And there's my needle. I had awful trouble with my my machine on the retreat, working out why it kept coming undone. There we go. Okay, so you can use edge of foot or use your 1/4 inch foot. So what I've cut, it tells you in the pattern how to work out what size cover you want to make. I've made one for standard A5 book, but you could use a bigger book. You know, if you're a paperback reader and you want to put a cover on it, you could do this for that. So you measure your paperback and you add an inch all the way around, which gives you enough to do your 1/4 inch going around, and then enough for a top stitch for it to sit snug on your book. I thought about doing them for folders, for people going to college. If you did one with folders with a handle, they could carry the folder then. Right, I'm hoping I've done a big enough. I'm hoping not everything is moved. I can see a couple of fabrics sticking out. I'm coming up to the last corner. I'm going to go around. To my mark, which is by there. So we're going to go backwards because we're going to be pulling stuff out. There we go. So, hiya Claire, how are you doing? And Sophie and Patty, how's the weather with you, Patty? Hiya Patricia. It's worth getting to grips with Auto Threader. Yeah, I know. I'm not sure what her Auto Threader is there. So we've gone and sewn all the way round. So I'm going to pull these pins out like this. Oh, and that one. And then I'm going to try and see where these pins are in there. And see if I can take some of these out. So I'm not sticking them in me as I'm turning things around the right way. I could probably have taken them out when I pinned it all together. But we're getting there. So one more. I'll find a pinking shears and just cut it out. Hang on. Where is it? There you go. There we are. So I've pulled all those out. And now with pinking shears, we're going to cut around. They don't have to be pinking shears. I could do it with rotary cutter because I'm just cutting out around and cutting my corners off. Now, I'm only needing to cut because I've left my front bigger. In the pattern, you're cutting it to size, but I was using the mini charms, so I wanted you to see the mini charms. It's quite a pretty collection. It's all washi tapes and salvage edges, so it looks lovely. So I'm going along here. You know when you're cutting and it goes hard, do you grit your teeth to get through it? I find I'm gritting my teeth all the time. There we go. Cut that corner off. There's a lot of bulk in there. So we're going to cut along to here, and then I'm going to cut it like that so that it flips inside easier. There we go. Like that. There we go. And now just see whether I've left a big enough hole and pull it through. So you've got plenty of time to be making extra prezzies for people with all your scraps. It's ideal because with the scraps you can just be using tiny pieces of, I mean, mine, you can imagine how bright my scraps are. So I make mine in rainbow colours, surprisingly. So we've just pushed out all those corners. Now that one's round the right way, but this one isn't. So we want to turn that so that my pocket is on the inside, like that. So let's get rid of this. Where she moved it? Okay. So we're going to now iron all this out. 4 inches of snow. Oh, it's cold here. I'm not sure that it bodes well for me for the winter because I'm already cold. We haven't really had a day of freezing. I mean, I've got up and it's been cold and there's been frost on the car, but really the days are not that cold, and I'm already got long sleeve t-shirts under my t-shirt because I'm cold. I think spending 9 days in a very warm hotel didn't help me acclimatise this year. Okay, so we're going to iron that like that. So that we can... I'm really annoyed about that. But let it go. Right, let's just push this out. Like that. And iron that down. Just so that I know that it's all perfect. And there we go. So you can you could put a little bit of wadding in, and put a bit of decorative stitches on here. When you look at the pattern, you can see I've made all sorts of ones. I've added lace to one of them. There's extra different fabric, so you just make your piece of fabric. You can decorate it as much however you like. You could make it very antique-y with lace and stuff. Right, we're nearly done. I just got a top stitch around there, all the way around the edge, and then we will try a book in it. So there we go. What am I doing? Number 4. Hiya, Marion. How are you? Changing the needle and the needle bar snapped. Ooh, I know about snapping a needle, but a needle bar snapping, ouch. So I'm going to hold on to this bit of thread here, and I want to put needle down and needle up, and then I want to pull. I can't see. I want the other piece of... Oh, I can't see it. Oh well. The idea is put your needle down, needle up, and pull the thread. But I can't grab hold of the thread. Never mind. So I'm just going to top stitch around. You can increase your top stitch, the length of your stitch here, which will help with going through the bulk. Sarah's machine is brilliant for this, going through bulk. It's got an added bit. Apparently most of the bananas do now. Now, I don't know whether it's going to go over this. Oh, stop. Okay. No, I want you to go over that bump, please. No. Okay, so cut it off there. Right, rather than making a total mess. And we are going to restart there. There we go. So this one is going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 layers by here. So if your machine is one of these ones that doesn't like to go through so many layers, then you can hand stitch that opening shut. There we go. So are you all ready for Christmas? I'm still trying to debate what I'm getting people for Christmas. I could do with a shopping day. So while we were at the retreat, I was talking to Lynn Quine and her daughter Natalie about machine embroidery. So I'm looking at getting a program that helps with digitizing stuff so that my machine embroidery, I use it rather than it just being used to make labels for people. It's an expensive bit of kit if you're not using it. There we go. Thank you, machine. You did really well there. So we now have our journal cover. Look at that. So we just take our book. You see these? These are from a long time ago. We had white Gecko notebooks, which told you how to cut a fat quarter and what size all your charm squares were and what size your quilt, a UK quilt is. Really cool. Miss the books. So, right, put your one in there, and then this one will go in there like that. Now, if you follow the pattern, you will get you'll have an extra pocket there. The way that it concertinas, there's enough space for your book to go in, and there's another pocket like this. Okay, nice bit of calico there, and there's your book cover, journal cover. So mini charms. Mini charms are 15% off today until tomorrow at 1 o'clock, when we will be on and we will show you what's new in the shop. Now, some of you have already found what's new in the shop, haven't you, Ali? So we shall be talking to you tomorrow. That's you still have your white Gecko notebook, do you? Early Christmas on Saturday. I think, yeah, early Christmas is a good idea, I think. So will you actually do presents and things, Carol? A rice bag, is that for storing your rice or for heating up for your aches and pains? -1 in Cambridge. Ooh, yeah, it's been cold enough for frost on the car, but I don't know. It's yeah, I just haven't had warm feet outside of my bed for about 4 days. So that would be nice. Just had delivery of your fabric. That's good, Ali. It seems to be the further away you live from the shop, the quicker you get it. People in Barry would have to wait 3 days for theirs. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Pam. No problem. Where are we? Notebook. Yeah, I love my notebooks. I've got a couple. I have to be honest. They got used for something, and then I just sort of like they came home with me. So I've got quite a few. You're welcome, Carol. You've got what a notebook as well, Claire. You love the handy info on the covers. Yes, I like the fact that it tells you all of these interesting facts on the covers. And we had 3 different types. Perhaps I'll talk to Sian and we'll get some more. You're welcome. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Sorry, my brain went off on something else. I told you I can't multitask. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.